Yeah, last week we played New Orleans, and we opened up, and we could have performed better. Our defense could have been better. I thought Greg Williams was fantastic. I thought he played well. Thought Terrence Lewis played well also. They both brought some things we needed to the game. Give credit to New Orleans. They're a scrappy team. We knew it was going to be a fight going in, and we knew we were kind of going to have to play really well and play hard to kind of make it through it. And we were able to get out of there with a 1-point victory, and everybody knows how hard wins are to come by in college basketball. So, we'll take it and we'll move on and get better from it.
Have you ever been a part of a finish like that last, I guess, minute of the entire game? It was like a steal out of bounds, Jalen throws it away, you get another chance at it, and then he makes the free. Have you ever seen anything like that before?
Well, probably not quite like that, but I was at the University of Alabama before, and we've had some close games and things like that. But I was really, really proud of Jalen with him, kind of fumbling a backdoor pass and then being able to step up and make 2 clutch free throws. Man, was really big, man, and we were proud of him.
How big was that game as far as your players and your guys being in an intense type game? How can that help you go forward?
I think it'll help us a lot going forward because, it's something to be said about finding ways to win. And lately we've been doing that. And, they say the only way to teach winning is to win. So, these guys being able to gut some games out down the stretch and being able to get some defensive stops and, kind of focus in on the game plan, man, has been huge. They've been great.
Talk about Greg Williams and the stretch of performances he's had recently. I mean, he had a decent year last year, but he seems to have really taken that leap forward here in 2022.
Yeah. So far, man, Greg is having an all-conference type of year, man, and we're proud of him. And, that's just a testament to the work he's put in over the summer and in the preseason. And our big thing was with Greg is just stay aggressive, always be in attack mode, man. And I think he's kind of taking heed to that. He's doing fantastic.
Coach, these next few games, I know you got finals, which is a whole different element, but what are the things that you and the other members of the coaching staff are hoping we still got to get a little better at this and got to get a little better at this, that hoping to see over these next few games?
Yeah, I think just offensively, probably execution down the stretch and being able to get the ball where we wanted to go and taking care of the ball. I thought New Orleans, we had too many turnovers in the first half, which we have, been doing a pretty good job of that, cutting down on the turnovers, from last year. But in those 2 areas, we want to keep the turnovers down. We want to get our transition defense a little better. Sometimes I think we give up too many points in transition. So we're going to try to grow in those areas this week and, really concentrate on that going into Sanford.
You mentioned about offense. I mean, outside of Jordan Brown, you guys have pretty great weapons. Greg, Terrence, anybody can go off. Just, how important is it for guys to be like that to where if Jordan has a down night, that you still are able to pick up victories and you're not just relying on one scoring option?
Oh, yeah. I think that's super important. Coach has a saying that, every game a different player drives a bus. And, whether it's been Greg, whether it's been Jalen coming up with big plays, Themis coming up with big plays, Mike Thomas, they've all kind of been able to come up and play a part in different situations, man. And that's been great for us because we know everybody's keying in on Jordan. We know they're going to double him every night. And, we're telling Jordan to be a persistent passer and get the ball out when the doubles comes and we can get open shots. And he's did a great job of that too, I think. I think he's really grown in that area from last year.
Have you guys had the opportunity to see anything on Sanford yet?
Yeah. We've seen a little bit. I know, they kind of full court press all game. It'll probably be an up and down game. So us taking care of the ball will be really important. They force a lot of turnovers each night. And, just really preparing for them and locking in on the scouting report, I think is going to be key.
What would you say from what you saw in the summer and preseason practices is the thing that maybe y'all are even a little further ahead on than you were even thinking or hoping for? What have y'all done well in these first, 7, 8 games?
I think defensively we took a big step. I think, these guys are buying in the Garden, which I think is really important. And I think, they want to get stops and they take pride in guarding the other team. And I think that's probably where we've took the biggest step in so far, to me.
Who's your best on-ball defender right now that y'all look at? I mean, everybody that we watch, we have ideas, but
Kentrell Garnett is probably our best on-ball defender. He gets tabbed with probably the hardest defensive assignment probably every game, and he does a fantastic job. He's really good on the ball. He's really good getting into the ball and, making them uncomfortable, and he's been great too.
How's Joe?
Joe's good. We expect Joe back Saturday. We thought he probably was going to play this past weekend, but, some things happened and he didn't. But I think you guys will see Joe suited up Saturday, so Joe's in a good spot.
You've been on other teams, and so everyone that we've talked to, from Coach Marlin to the players, have talked about the strong team chemistry on this team. What do you see in that area?
Man, I think the team camaraderie we have is excellent. We did a lot of things kind of in the preseason and stuff as far as team gatherings, getting guys together. And these guys really love each other. They spend a lot of time with each other, and you can tell that they genuinely care about each other. And I think it's been probably the main reason for our success. These guys celebrate each other's success, and they do a good job of that.
How much did the Puerto Rico trip help with that?
The Puerto Rico trips helped a ton. It was a fun trip. Obviously, we were going over there focused on basketball, but we obviously focused on team bonding and building, and it was good, man. These guys got to spend some time together and also got to spend some time with us, which was great. I think it put us a little bit ahead of the game, if it makes sense.
Did you do all that crazy gliding and all that stuff?
Yeah, I did, man. It was fun, and the guys enjoyed it, man. It was a good time. I got to admit, I was a little scared at first, but when I got out there, it was good, man. It was a great time.